Stand by. Gate Spring, they're off and racing, and a good start. Emu Exporter with Bobby Skelton began well. Frankie Treen fired out. Mr. Okamura up there. Handy is Sunday Times with Johnny Wilson. Budget Bow, Ross Cherry spearing along the inside. There followed 1.5 back in the field. A Bet the Bookie with Keith Milford in the saddle. John Miller's around them. 3 wide with Qantas. A length and a quarter back to Qantas with Bernie Duggan. Then came the Vines Resort, Graham Webster, and about 10 lengths away last Great Western with Harry McLeod. As they come up to the 400 metre mark, and Frank Treen has jockeyed his mount to the front. Mr. Okamura, he's out by 2 from Emu Exporter with Bobby Skelton. They're followed with Bet the Bookie with Keith Mifflin. Coming home, Budget Bow. It's Treen in front. Here comes Bobby Skelton with a good time run. Back behind them, the Vines Resort is running home well. Treen low in the saddle. He's punching out Mr. Okamura. Bobby Skelton trying to get to him. Frank Treen in front, and he's done it again. Frank Treen won the jockey's race by a length from Bobby Skelton. About 4 back to Graham Webster. They're followed in by Bet the Bookie. They're followed in by Budget Bow. Further back in the field, Toyota. Then came Great Western. They're followed home by Qantas. And one of the last home, Sunday Times. Frankie Treen at his vigorous best. Oh, gee, he hasn't lost much. He could still ride them, FJ. Low in the saddle. Used the whip to a nicety. He's got everything out of his horse. And by gee, you could see the shades of old there as F.J. Treen held the challenge of Bobby Skelton coming at him over the concluding stages. And back behind them, I think it was Graham Webster on the Vines Resort coming home pretty well to fill the minor placing. But no doubt about the winner. Frank might apply for a jockey's licence next week. That was a good ride.
Again, could we draw your attention down to the mounting enclosure and the Vice Chairman of the West Australian Turf Club, Dr. Jack Carroll.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your reception of this race. And it's great to see so many of you here. We hope that it will be a yearly feature for years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, on your behalf, I would like to pay a great tribute to the jockeys here who rode for us today. Over 2 generations of race going, we've come to know them all. We've come to know their capacity and their professionalism. At one stage, either one of them was a household word in West Australian racing. They all retired and they thought they were safe. But then the Turf Club had this promotion. We asked them to come, and very readily they turned out again to do it all for us once more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to join me in congratulating these wonderful jockeys. Ladies and gentlemen, each jockey has been sponsored by one of our major sponsors. The day would not have been able to happen without their support. You would have already heard their names called in the race replay. And today, now, I would like to ask Mr. Malloy, Tony Malloy from NEC, to present the winning trophy to Frank Treen, who rode, I think it was Mr. Okamura. Tony, will you say?
Members of the Turf Club, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of NEC, I feel very proud and privileged to present this trophy to a man that's had over 2,000 winners in his career and still a winner with Mr. Okamura, Mr. Frank Treen. Congratulations. Good on you, Frank. Thank you very much.
Up. Up here. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, I would like to thank the Southern people for the ride in the race today. Mainly the trainer Don Morton and especially little Annie Field, who came from that way and rang Don up. And Ken Hill advised me it could be a handy ride, although I didn't know its form. But then we weren't up for Sheep Street, were we? All I wanted was something to get going quick and take me part of the way. Anyway, it took me all the way and it was beautiful. And I want to thank Don Morton especially and the rest of you people for all the claps. Thank you.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen, number one, sponsored by Qantas, Mr. Bernie Duggan. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry McLeod, Melbourne Cup winner, sponsored by Great Western, Penfolds Wine. Thanks, Harry. Well, get round the corner. Mr. Okamura will do. Ladies and gentlemen, number four, sponsored by Toyota, John Miller. Number five, Bob Skelton, by Emu Brewery. We'd like to welcome Bob. He's come from New Zealand. We're very grateful to him for that. Number six, John Wilson, representing the Sunday Times. Johnny, well done. Good on you. God, you got some stuff on you. Number seven, Graham Webster Senior, the Vines Resort. Graham, well done. Good on you. Number eight, Ross Cherry, sponsored by Budget Rent-A-Car. Ross, well done. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Mifflin, number 9, with Bet with the Bookie, sponsored by the Bookmakers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be one left over. I think Mr. Treen, as always, he's never satisfied with just getting one trophy or two trophy or riding 3 winners. He's up for a second trophy. So, Frank, would you come forward and accept this? Well done. Good on you. Okay. All right. Thanks, Frank. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your reception.